we do a lot of these talks, and subhanAllah, for our own selves. We try to think about a different reflection, because this place that we are in just lends itself to constant reflection. I was sitting on the rooftop of Medina, of the Masjid of the Prophet ﷺ last night, and this beautiful wind just came, this beautiful breeze. And wallahi, I was just thinking about, for the first time in my life, subhanAllah, I was thinking about Yaqub alayhi salam when the shirt of Yusuf alayhi salam was coming back to him, and he says, Inni la ajidu rih Yusuf. I can smell the scent of Yusuf alayhi salam. And the first time in my life I was thinking, I said, it's like I can smell the scent of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Like you could feel him sallallahu alayhi wasallam here, even though he's not with you, physically, alive, talking to you, but everything about this place is so special because, like Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhuma said, it might be that my footstep is falling on his footsteps, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. You are walking in the footsteps of giants. Every single footstep that you take is an imitation, an emulation, and simulation of the greatest people that have ever walked the face of the earth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions, إِنَّ هَذِهِ أُمَّتُكُمْ أُمَّةً وَاحِدَةً وَأَنَا رَبُّكُمْ فَاعْبُدُونَ. Surah Al-Anbiya, verily this ummah of yours is one ummah, and I am your Lord, so all of you worship me. This verse in Surah Al-Anbiya, and the word ummah here, not to get into a deep tafsir, I did a khutbah about it recently, about what the word ummah here means and how the written tafsir spoke about it. But the thing that I'll mention about it that's relevant to the few words that I want to give to you is that the ummah here is referring to all of the prophets that came before, the deen that they were upon, the deen that you are upon, the religion that you are upon. In the broader sense of the word, you're part of this ummah of prophets, in the sense that you are upon the way of all of these prophets. You are upon the way of Ibrahim alayhi salam. You're upon the way of Isa alayhi salam. You're upon the way of Musa alayhi salam. You're upon the way of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. This nation of yours becomes a people, a collective, by virtue of a sacred message from the divine. And Surah Al-Anbiya, when this verse is revealed, it's when the Prophet ﷺ still has just a handful of followers, alayhi salatu wasalam. Imagine being someone in the barren desert, and there's an imagery here to really capture. Maybe it doesn't immediately lend itself to you when you're in the more developed areas, but when you're in the desert, imagine being a group of 30, 40 people, and this ayah is revealed to tell you that you're part of this incredible ummah of prophets, of thousands of human beings that received a message from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَأَنَا رَبُّكُمْ فَاعْبُدُونَ. And I am your Lord, all of you, so worship me. What unites you and bonds you with all of these prophets that came before is that you worship one God. La ilaha illallah. Is that you bear witness that there is no God but Him. And so I'm going to just give you a quick thing to reflect upon. There's an individual story in Hajj, and there's an ummah story in Hajj. And both of those require reflection as you are going through the motions of Hajj. The individual story is what I want you to just repeat to yourself over and over again for the next few days. The most important day of your life is Thursday. I'm not going to ask you how old you all are, but the most important day of your entire life is Thursday, is the day of Arafah. If you look at your book and your entire life, this isn't Laylatul Qadr that comes around once every year. This is, for many of you, the only time in your entire life that you will do Hajj. And the greatest day of your life is Thursday. The most important day of your life is Thursday. So the anticipation of that day of Arafah comes through all of this build-up of going on Umrah, coming to Medina, going on Umrah, the du'as